Greetings, salutations, Boker Tov, Erev Tov, wherever you are. It is Del K. Brereton. This is the Shiloh Institute. This is the real spiel. To all of the Cyclopses that are in the building, to my Hebrew mentor, Dr.
In
David
400
Israel.
meters, bear right onto Highway 401.
Cancel voice instructions. And to all
Voice
who are here
instructions
to hear
deactivated.
the craziness that comes out of my head on a daily basis. Bless you. A little bit late today because I started my summer and I'm in leisure mode. And I ain't afraid of you ninjas. Haven't said that in a while. And therefore, y'all ain't paying me to be here. So I'll be here when I feel like it. But this is what I want to have a conversation with you guys about. What would I do if I was the supreme leader and the ruler of Iran? What would I put in place if I ran Iran? I think you're going to like this. Number one, on day one of becoming the supreme ruler of the nation of Iran, I would walk out of the UN. I would pick up my, I don't know what those brothers carry. I would pick up my saddlebags and I'd be out of the UN. Iran has no allies. And I speak to everybody in Iran. Good for you for fighting by yourself. You got no real allies because no major force came to your aid. China had some lip service, Putin even less. A couple of other nations, made some meek little conversations, but you had nobody who came to fight for you. No one showed up for you. That's not a good feeling. Nobody showed up to fight for Iran. No major nuclear power said, I'm going to put my troops, my military, my air force, I'm appointing my missiles, I'm showing up, boots on the ground. No one showed up for Iran. What is the sense being part of the United Nations? What is the sense being part of an organization put together by NATO, run by America, financed by America, and you're sitting at the table of what? Enemies? No. Number one thing I would do is walk out of the UN. United Nations, there's no need to be a part of that, my people of Iran. No need to be. They're already saying that you're a terrorist nation, that you've done all these terrible things, that you're an enemy of the world. You know what? If you want a bad guy, say hello to the bad guy. That's what I would say. I would Tony Montana them. Say hello to the bad guy. All right? Because it doesn't make sense. Why be part of something that has no teeth to defend you when somebody else is wrong? Right? Has no teeth. They can say it. They're like a lion with no teeth and no claws. They can say it. But then most of them accused you of aggression when you were attacked. The UN has no place for you. Walk out of the UN. That's number one. Number two, stop trying to win the propaganda battle. I would be like, you know what? Donald Trump and Netanyahu obliterated our nuclear program. We don't have a nuclear program anymore. Therefore, there is no longer any reason for the nuclear watchdogs to come to our country. Business is closed. No inspections. There's no nuclear program. He obliterated it. What are you inspecting? Rubble? You can inspect it from satellites, like you inspected everything else. No, there's no nuclear program here. You guys won, right? You won the war, right? Okay, you won the 12-day plus one war. So there's no nuclear anything here. There's no need to inspect our nation. I would shut the door and say no more inspections. Your president has said that our nuclear program has been obliterated, right? We send congratulations to him. and to those great pilots that struck a blow for the sovereignty of somebody else, and we are agreeing with you. There's no nuclear program here. No need to oversee us. All right? Who we got down here? Denzel had a kid with the reading rainbow dude. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Are you talking about my outfit? You talking about I look like Denzel Washington? I've been told I look like Denzel Washington. I got the little Magic Johnson earlier in my day. What else did I get? I got a few people I look like. I like the All-State man. Got him. A lot of guys, you know. We're all Nigerians. That's the issue. They are Nigerians. So what you're seeing is you're seeing the indigenous Nigerian look. So you understand it. So you're able to, you know, fathom what you're seeing. You're seeing an Igbo man. That's what you're seeing. So again, number 2, walk out of any referendum that you're sitting at the table with enemies, and agree with everybody that's saying that Iran's nuclear program is obliterated. Say, absolutely, you're 100% right. There's no need for anybody to inspect us, and stop all inspections. Number 3, third thing I would do is I would pick up the phone and I would call Putin and I would call China and I would say, hey, what in the hell? That's what I would say. You two guys are sitting around making agreements, which has recently happened. Gog and Magog have shook hands and said, we have a support covenant agreement that when one of us is attacked, the other will show up militarily. We've obligated ourselves in that way. So if they attack you, I must show up, and if they attack me, you must show up. And I thought they already had that relationship with Iran. I thought they already did. And so if I was Iran, I'd say like, hey, well, you guys are making agreements with each other. What about us? We just got pummeled with 50,000 pounds of bombs, and you guys never came to our rescue. Like, what's happening here? I want in on this. Are we allies or not? That's what I would figure out. Who are really in your corner? And I would, again, I'm going to Russia, I'm going to Putin, same thing. I'm going to China, I'm going to Russia. And then if not, Kim Jong-un. Let's have a conversation, brother. I know you like basketball. Let's shoot some hoops. I'll bring Dennis Rodman over and we can have a conversation. But hey, we need some allies. Pakistan, what's up? Our nuclear neighbor. You let some people in, then you close your border. You said some strong things that you would defend us if we were nuclear attack. But what if we're just normally attacked? You're not going to help us out? We didn't have any help. I can't get no help. Bishop Cross, favorite saying, I can't get no help. So that's the next thing I would do. I would try to figure out who are my true allies. Who actually are my true allies. Moving on. Next, I would conscript. This is where it gets a little hard for you. You might not like this one. We've got 90 million people in our country, right? Iran's got 90 million people. I would conscript every single male, 25 years and younger, 18 to 25, you're joining the army. Overnight. You are in the army. Okay? With full benefits. But you are now in the army. Every 25-year-old, let's say, and most populations are getting younger. So let's say that puts 2 million people in their armed forces. 2 million people. Overnight, I'm adding 2 million men. Ladies, y'all can volunteer, but these 2 million men from 18 to the age of 25 years of age, and anybody older than that can volunteer. Anybody younger than that, you're not ready yet. But 18 to 25, and you're going to be trained in the technology, trained in everything. 18 immediately. Once you step back in this country, you're in the army. And you're in the army with full benefits. You get special housing. You're getting top-notch salary. Your family is getting special treatment. You will not pay any taxes, right? And you have to serve for 3 years minimum. And if you want to continue, that's fine. But on your 18th birthday, you join the army, right? I know a lot of countries do that already. And I'm adding 2 million men to it. And if that's already the case in Iran, I'm changing the age group, but I'm adding 2 million men to my army. This is another thing. The second that you get from private up to an officer, your identity goes blank. I will never identify who are leaders in my government. No one will know their faces. No one will know their identities. No one. It'll be top secret. It will be illegal to identify an officer in the Iranian army, punishable by prison or worse. No one will know who they are. Not a single person will know who they are, because they get assassinated. You can't pay a brother enough to assassinate. Well, I don't want that job. You want that job? You want to be a general in the Iranian military? What are you going to pay a general these days, man? You got to pay me by the day. I want a daily wage, baby. I'm gonna take 100 grand a day. 100 grand a day. I want 100 grand, and I want gold, and I want shares in any kind of Iranian oil company. I want the works. Perpetual scenario for my children and family. The works. That's the next thing I'm gonna do. Okay? I'm gonna make sure that you don't know who is in that army at all. You guys ready? You want more? I got more for you. Let me see what you guys are saying. Take my contacts out. My eyes were bothering me. I told you I look like Denzel, man. I got a little Denzel going on in me. I'm a better actor too. Right? Because King Kong ain't got nothing on me. That's right. Here we go. The international private sector to deal with disease. They read both Iran and Israel to be weakened strategically so they can rebuild. Israel's not weakened though. Israel's not weakened at all. Reading Rainbow, dude. That's so funny. That's like I see the whole quote now. Denzel had a kid with the Reading Rainbow. Who is the Reading Rainbow dude? Who is that? I don't know who that is. The Reading Rainbow dude. And why are two men having children in your world? Come on, stop this. Okay? Stop it. Behave yourself. The Reading Rainbow dude. That's you're funny actually. That's hilarious. You made me, of all people, freaking miss my thought, because that was actually funny. Yes. After we get $2 million added to our 2 million people rather added to our armed forces, we will make it a law. It'll be a law in Iran that we must have more military than any other nation in the world. We must have more military personnel than any other nation in the world at all times. All right. Next, I am going to create underground aircraft hangars. My airplanes are going to leave from underground. They're going to come up from the ground, take off. Because all the other things that people do is underground. Everything in Iran, everything military in Iran has to be built at least 2 miles underground. 2 miles underground. Everything. I build everything 2 miles underground. That's right. And I'm gonna have a slew of drones and jets that are functioning underground. Next, you ready for this? I'm going to make it the business of Iran to build the greatest naval fleet in the history of the world, starting with aircraft carriers. Right? I want 100 aircraft carriers, 100 of them, 100 of them, right? massive aircraft carriers, cities on the water. I want 100 of them. I think America has 11. Most countries have 2. If I'm Iran, I want 100 aircraft carriers. I want 100 subs to match. And those things are being manned 24 hours, sitting there, waiting. And remember, where am I? Nowhere where I'm supposed to be. Y'all made me miss my exit. And remember, we don't have a nuclear program. We don't have a nuclear program. It was obliterated. We've been put back 20 years, and we're doing everything underground in our lab. Kim Jong, China, Russia, come on down, because I'm going to make sure that you can launch from underground too. You're going to be able to have underground launching capabilities right here from Iran. We're going to be the greatest underground army in the face of the world. Satellites, unless you've got X-ray vision, unless you can see through rocks, you're not going to be able to see what's going on 2 miles underground. 2 miles underground. Everything. Underground cities. I'm building underground cities. That's next. Underground cities in Iran. Gotta get off. Go back on the highway. Y'all people made me miss my exit. You're lucky I don't have no job today. Lucky I'm just chilling out like Donald Trump. No real job. Everything's too. I'm having underground cities. I'm having the decadence of Iran, because Iran is a pretty nice place. I don't know if people know this. The Shah didn't do too bad a job. The place looked really nice. And everything's going to be underground. Everything. All underground. Next, I'm going next door to Qatar and Dubai, and I'm making a relationship with the other Sunni Muslims and saying, what the hell? Just because I'm a Shia Muslim, you guys don't want to show up for me? No, man, we need reformation in Islam. And this is a Christian talking. You guys can't have this. We don't want. I would advocate. Listen, Qatar, really? 10,000 troops sitting around right around the corner? Are you serious? You really want that smoke next time? Because I'm not pointing nothing at America. I'm gonna blow y'all up. They can't come save you from me, baby. They call us the biggest bullies. I'm gonna be a bully. You guys got to change that. No American bases. No American bases. In the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. Let's be united for real. Send those guys packing. They don't have military bases out over here. Come on. Don't make us enemies. I'm gonna pick a fight with them. Remember, I'm the supreme leader of Iran now. I'm gonna pick a fight with Qatar. I'm gonna pick a fight with any Arab country that has American bases. I'm gonna pick a fight with you and say, get rid of those American bases, or else. You are an enemy to us. You are a mortal enemy to us if you don't get rid of those American bases, or else. That's what I'm gonna say. We will fight with you, Hezbollah, Houthis, everything we can imagine. We're going to throw everything at you. You will never have stability in this place that you want to be, this wonderful utopia in the desert. I will make sure people never come here. I will bomb you randomly. I will bomb you. You will not know when it's coming. And America won't stop us from bombing you, because I'm Iran. We're the bullies. Remember us? Called us bullies, because you can't have this is a whole problem with Ukraine. Ukraine wants to join NATO, and Putin's like, you're not going to have these guys in my backyard. No, you're not going to have these guys sitting in my backyard. You're not having that. So we're going to fight you with all of our might. You're not going to have America and these allies of colonizers and killers sitting in our backyard. Zelensky, go back to stand-up comedy, because you're joking if you think I'm gonna allow it. And Putin says no. That's why that war ain't gonna finish until Zelensky's out of there. And that's next. Next, Zelensky, you're in a lot of trouble, buddy. Because Donald Trump's not the most dangerous man in the world. Vladimir Putin is. And yeah, you're in a lot of trouble. Vladimir Putin's the most dangerous human being in the world. He's the only guy that Donald doesn't talk crazy to. Talks crazy to everybody else. He doesn't talk crazy to Vladimir Putin. Yeah, I'm not letting any Arab country have a U.S. military base in their backyard. You got to be on our side. You got to be with us. And if you don't want to be with us, you're against us. That's how I'm running it. You're not with us, you're against us. What's going on over here? Am I in the right place? Yikes. If you're not with us, you're against us. And that's what I would do if I was the supreme leader of Iran. There's a lot to clean up there. They've got to rebuild their military. They got to rebuild their air force. They've got to boost up their navy, right? Control that area viciously. Do not sit at the negotiation table with anybody in the West. You don't have to anymore. No one has to negotiate with colonizers that don't have minerals. They can barely feed themselves, right? You're not getting nukes or weaponry from America, so forget about it. You don't need to be at the negotiation table. This is a season where some people cannot be your friend. Some people are not your friend. And if Iran doesn't know the difference between a friend and an enemy right now, they need to shake their head. They need to shake their head, because the people that said that they were their allies, people are like, well, where's Hezbollah? Where's Hezbollah? Where's Hezbollah? Where's Lebanon? Lebanon's like, I ain't coming to this fight. I ain't coming to this one. I'm gonna stay home for this one. Y'all taking on America. I ain't coming for this one. Yeah. Got no help, man. And so there needs to be some real strong thinking. Those people are smart people. The Iranians are very smart people. That's a 5,000-year-old culture. They're smart people. They're gonna figure it out. I'm sure some of this is already in place. Let the propaganda spinners spin. Let them spin. Right? Oh, let me throw one more thing on the fire. I'm going to sponsor independent Iranian media and news in the English language, so that people will understand the perspective and the positioning of Iran. That's what I'm going to do. Because there's only one voice going out here. And remember what Israel did. They blew up the Iranian media. They blew them up so that they could not report to the world what Israel was doing. Israel doesn't let any news come out of Israel unless they censor and vet it first. If it makes Israel look bad, don't put it out there. If it makes them look weak, don't put it out there. If it makes them look dangerous, crazy, and volatile, don't put it out there. We will let you tell the world what we want the world to know. That's Israel. And if Israel doesn't sound like everything that you thought the Soviet Union sounded like, if Israel doesn't sound like everything that you thought these Islamic so-called jihadist regimes sounded like, if Israel doesn't sound like the worst doggone place that you ever would want to be, if it doesn't sound like that to you, you're not listening. You're not listening to the true voice of the Israel government. You're not watching what's really taking place in that nation. As a black man, do I want to be in Israel? Nope. Not at all. I don't want to be in Israel. As a Jew, a religious Jew, do you want to be in Israel? Nope. As a Christian, do you want to go to Israel, be in Israel? No way. The only place that place is for is Zionists. That place is for Zionists. So, all of you individuals who are out here sending money, sending support to Israel, cut it out. Cut it out. Stop it. All of your funding regimes, all of that stuff, cut it out. When they created, there was a young lady, I won't say your name, who created this particular concept that is now the Shiloh Institute. It wasn't created like this. It was created to be a pro-Israel foundation, educating people about the relationship that black people had with the Jews of the past. That was the purpose of this originally. Until I took the seat here. Can't have that conversation anymore. The Jews that walked with us during the Civil Rights Movement, the Jews that helped form the NBA and other cooperative endeavors with black people. I'm not talking about those Jews. But these Zionists, let's call them these new Jews, these new Jews who are not Jewish really at all. They're not lovers of their Torah. You know, I'm talking about those people. They're dangerous people. Not the people that you've grown up with. Not the Seinfeld Jews and the George Costanza Jews, and not those people aren't dangerous. Not your Hollywood Jews. Those people aren't dangerous. Some of them are freaky, but they're not dangerous. But these new Jews, these new Israelis, these guys that will kill you in your sleep, these guys that will send AI technology to blow you up when you're lying down with your children at night, these ones that will starve people, shoot children in the chest, these are some dangerous Jews, baby. And if I was, I mean, think about it. You growing up thinking about Iran was like, oh, these Iranians, oh, man, these guys like to fight. You don't think like that anymore? Imagine that the Jews have made Iran look cuddly and soft. Netanyahu makes Idi Amin and other so-called terrible men of the past look mild. Netanyahu and Hitler, there's no difference. And I'll stand on that, baby. I've got Gaza as my proof. If Gaza isn't Auschwitz, what is it? If the annihilation of an entire race of people isn't Hitler-like, what is it? If the appropriation of another person's entire country isn't like Adolf, what is it? Where's Iran invaded? Where has Iran committed genocide? I'll wait. This is Del K. Brereton. And this is the real spiel. Big fella. Oh. Excuse me. The generals that were decapitated in Iran were the hardliners. They had to go as part of the deal because they supported the three H's, meaning Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis. The supreme leader had to make hard choices to survive. That's a pretty good point there, Haiti 1804. Israel's a group of people, not the land. AB, listen, that's a heck of a point. And you're implying that the supreme leader allowed those guys to be killed. That's some dangerous stuff right there. I like the thought of it, though. It's crazy. But when you're dealing with lions, don't hire dogs, baby. You need hardliners to deal with Netanyahu. The IDF, those killers, those child murderers, you need some hardliners. And again, Israel has made Hezbollah and the Houthis seem necessary. They've made Hamas, they've justified Hamas. They've made Hamas like, oh, this is why you hate those people. I get it now. So I understand what you're saying, though. It's a very good point. And if the supreme leader gave up his own people, that's a terrible thing. I don't think so. I'm just not even going to think about it. That's just, whoa. If I throw that in my brain, It all kind of stuff will turn out, but it's definitely a possibility. This is Del K. Brereton. This is the real spiel. Hey, AT1804. He goes, yep, that's politics. We'll talk tomorrow.